This is a current list of the most wanted fugitives by the DEA, where 5 Mexican drug kingpins are at the top of the list. Number 1, Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, also commonly known as El Mencho. He is at the top of the world's most wanted list for the DEA as the new top drug boss in Mexico. According to the DEA, Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes is the head of Cartel Jalisco New Generation. Not only is El Mencho the most wanted criminal in Mexico, but also one of the most wanted in the U.S. and a reward up to $10 million leading to his capture. Today, El Mencho is said by the DEA to be responsible for a large amount of drugs entering the United States by land and by sea. Number 2 is El Chapo Guzman's son's Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar. He to have been involved in narcotics trade. Involved with his father, trafficking cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin across the southwest border. El Chapo's son was released from Mexican custody few hours after his arrest, because the Sinaloa cartel wreaked havoc in Mexico, with gunfights and violence on the streets. El Chapo's son was involved heavily in the business of his father, the U.S., and a reward up to $1.5 million leading to his capture. Number 3. Rafael Caro Quintero is a Mexican drug kingpin who was involved in the death DEA agent, Enrique Quique Camarena. Caro Quintero, known as Narco of Narcos, is the Mexican drug godfather and one of the founders of the Guadalajara cartel. Back in the 1970s, Caro Quintero was released from a Mexican prison after serving 28 years of a 40-year sentence. After a court concluded he was tried improperly, the DEA has a $20 million reward on information that leads to his arrest. Number 4. Ismael Zambada Garcia, commonly known as El Mayo. He is the presumed head of Mexico's vast Sinaloa cartel. Ismael El Mayo Zambada Garcia is one of the most powerful narco traffickers on the planet. A man who is likely worth billions. El Mayo has remained a ghost. A malicious influence who only operates from the shadows and is so feared, his lieutenants cannot even utter his real name. The low profile has allowed him to successfully avoid jail and death, something his contemporaries cannot say for themselves. The few who know him say he is still a man of his roots, a humble ranchero from La Sierra who, despite his wealth, drives nothing more luxurious than a Ford truck. The DEA has a $5 million reward on information that leads to his arrest. Number 5. Rafael Everardo Sanchez Garcia, the least known on this list. He is wanted by the Los Angeles, California Division of the Drug Enforcement Administration for the crime of conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to distribute controlled substances. The DEA has a $1 million reward on information that leads to his arrest.